Recovery continues from Helene, but as we head toward the holidays, there are still a lot of reminders of that devastation and how it may be affecting some of what you eat this Thanksgiving. In fact, now is a good time of year to get fresh food from local farms and farmers markets, but Helene wiped out a number of farms in our area and in the mountains.
All right, so Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger takes a look at how this recovery is going.
This field did not get hit the hardest, but it definitely took a big hit from Helene. This is a soybean crop that was stopped dead in its tracks after Helene came through, leading to a bunch of flooding in this area. And this is one example of many of the devastation to farms across the state.
When the water got, it just stopped them dead in their tracks.
This is supposed to be a field of soybeans just outside Morganton, but it appears as if it's nothing more than dried out husks, with not much to show for the hard work that went into putting it into the ground. Billy Barton is the one tending the land.
Well, on our soybean crop, we lost exactly 95% of it. Yeah. You know, out of 250 acres, we've got about 25 acres. So that's combinable. But yeah, that's pretty good loss.
That's on top of some other fields he manages taking other hits. His corn crop was wiped out, and one may have made it through Helene is not safe for anyone or anything to eat. But what's here is fairly representative of the losses in Burke County and the farmland that did survive Helene. But the storm was the latest in a series of issues for crops statewide.
While we needed the rain from Helene, here we were in a drought, and so you had reduced yields already from that.
Damon Pollard is a cooperative extension agent for Burke County.
Where Silver Creek comes into Morganton, it seems like that area that was going towards Salem that way was hit pretty hard, and then toward the southern end of the county was a lot of wind damage. And then north on 181 going toward Jonas Ridge and Avery County, it was pretty bad.
Pollard has been in touch with other extension offices in other counties, and he's well aware other areas got hit worse than Burke. In some areas, land was literally wiped away from the storm. This is the worst Pollard says he has seen it, and he says it is likely the worst year the state's ever seen for crops, one everyone is trying to recover from.
Every county's trying to work with their producers, and especially from the ag standpoint, and trying to get them help.
Help takes on a lot of different forms. Billy Barton says he's getting it, but he's more than aware now of the financial hit this is all taking.
They should be a good bit, twice the height, and they should have just one single stem with pods on them, and there should be 2 to 3 beans per pods, and it's just a little white bean.
And he's aware of what the storm brought with it that may still complicate his crops as time goes on.
We've got anywhere from dumpsters to picnic tables. One farm had a boat in it. We had one farm had 2 RVs. So we lost 3.5 miles of fence. So we didn't lose any animals. As a matter of fact, we gained 2 cows.
One of the important notes that Cooperative Extension told us was the fact that next year, the property that did survive Helene, it should be mostly recovered. And many people do realize how lucky they are to have that chance. In Burke County, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.